Welcome to my channel, Josh Gordon Music. This is a Line 6 Podgo video and a how-to. So this is how to use one of your existing blocks as a drive so that you can save your 4 user blocks for something else. Can you guess which block I'm talking about? Of course, it's the amp block. And it's a very cool trick, and this is what I would use when running into a real amp. Now you can once you get this preset done, at the end we can maybe touch on how you can actually use this to send to front of house and then also send to your amp. And so sending to front of house, you can include the cab block, and in the global settings, you can have the amp out source either main out or pre-cab IR, right? So, and I've done a video on this in the past, basically a template which you can use to go to front of house and into your amp simultaneously. So we'll talk about that maybe in another subsequent video. But for now, this is just stomp mode. You're going to use this amp block as a distortion so that you can save yourself a block. So yes, this is for when you're running into an amp. So right now my setup is I have my Koch Studio Tone 20 watt. I have a recording output, and basically that has an IR or cab sim on it, but I'm running it into Logic Pro, but I'm also using, I have a 2Notes Captor 8. So I'm using their Wall of Sound application, and I'm running a Shure 412 Greenback 25 cabinet. So just to get, it's about as close as to the real amp as I'm going to get, but we're getting everything that's hitting the amp that would hit the speaker of this amp. This is the beauty of these Koch amps. Check those out too. That's the sound that you would get coming to the speaker, so you're getting it into your computer. So this is just a sample to, so that you can get an idea of how to do this. So I've got the amp on clean, and here's the clean sound. Probably should tune up. Anyhow, so we have it on clean, and I have the amp reverb. So right there, that saves me a block, because if you guys know me, I love my reverb. So one thing to keep in mind is go to your global settings and make sure guitar pad in, up to you. I like to have it on, but the key is for your main out level. When you go to the global settings, go to ins, outs, and then when you see the main out level, usually defaults to line, switch that to instrument, because you're going into your amp, okay? And then if you want, like I said, to maybe use the cab, because you're going to run that to front of house, or one of the outputs, you can switch the main out amp out source to pre-cab IR. Anyways, so again, make sure you have that in global settings, or else you're going to get too much of a juice going into your amp. All right, so we have the clean. So let's look here at the, well, I don't want to call it the preset, but let's look at Podgo Edit, because we're going to do some stuff here, and let's build a quick little pedal board. Okay, so we're switching here. So you see here, I've chosen, and I'm going to turn it on. I won't play it yet. I've chosen the Placator Dirty, but if you notice, I'm not using an amp. I'm using a preamp, because I find using an amp for this method might be a little too powerful, because you're kind of, you're having a simulated digital amp hitting into the front of your real amp. I found a preamp, while it's still amp characteristics, it's a little less daunting, a little less overwhelming for the front of your amp, and I think it blends nicely. So that's the key. Step one, find a preamp you like. So I've chose the Placator Dirty preamp. I set everything to 5, but I just wanted to get some levels to try and get unity gain to my clean. So here's how it sounds without any tweaking yet. Here's how it sounds with the Placator Dirty preamp. Okay, not too bad, not too bad. So what I would do is to do some tweaking. I like to cut the bass down. Definitely want to get some mids. I don't think we need much treble. And you'll notice the preamp doesn't have so many things. Like this doesn't have presence. It doesn't have the bias X, doesn't have hum ripple. It does have sag. I'm not even going to bother. but we're going to beef up. We're going to use, because we have a placator. I don't know if my head is blocking some of the parameter names on the left here, but we have HBE, fat, C45, and saturation. So let's put the HBE on. Let's hear how that sounds. I like that, and I like having my mids up a bit. Let's try the C45 as well. See, now that sounds like a good drive to me. Let's turn it off. Let's go to clean. All right, and I won't go through building a whole pedal board here. I'd love to, if you guys want, we can take a stab at that. And I think I've done it before, but we can do a refresher, and we can expand on this building a pedal board if you want to see that, But we'll just stick to the drive factor here. So I kind of like that drive. Now let's put the fat on. Not bad. And then if I turn saturation, I think it's going to be too much. And that kind of gave us a volume drop. So I'm going to turn that off, and I'm going to keep the others on. So, I'm not even going to save this because this is not going to be for download. This is, again, more of a how-to. So how to use the amp block as a drive to your advantage. And you see, I do have something in one of the blocks. And what do I have here? Oh, I have a Stuper OD, because this now allows me, now that I have the preamp set to a drive tone that I like, and I like that, and I could actually tweak that. Before we get to the Stuper, let's put on the 10-band graphic. Sorry, I'm just doing a couple of little tweaks here that I kind of generally do. So let's hear that. So I really like that. And then what I would do here, if you're going to use the dedicated EQ block, see, we're stuck. And now we're using two blocks that I want to say we're stuck with. But they're great. They're great blocks. But we'll just say we're stuck with them. We don't have a choice. Why not use them in this capacity to your advantage? Because what you can do, if you want to do a switch assignment, you can easily assign the preamp and the EQ to the same switch. And you know what? We can do that. I'll show you. Here, you left click, get the bypass assigned. Let's do foot switch 4. Let me put this in stomp mode. And then here, we'll also do this in foot switch 4. So, turn it off. All right. But you see, now there's my drive. There's my one drive. And then here, if I wanted, let's say I want to add and thicken. Let's see how the Stuper OD. Right? I love that. Or maybe I want to put a kinky boost, and let's put the boost. All right, so basically you can gain stack if you're the type of like I like to gain stack. You can do that, or overdrive stack, whatever you want to call it. Or if you're completely happy with just having your preamp, and if you use the dedicated EQ block, if you're having that happy with that as your drive, well, guess what? Here, let's clear that block. Well, now I have, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Obviously, still have 4 blocks to play with, and I've already got drive out of the way. I have reverb coming from my amp, so that leaves me 4 more effects that I can put in my pedal board, my Podgo pedal board. Okay, so I won't take up any more of your time. I just wanted to show you how to use that existing amp block to your advantage as a drive. And this, again, this is for when you're going through a real amp. Okay, because if you're going to run through an FR and whatnot, you're going to use your cabinet, and you're not, you could still be in stomp mode if you like, but you're going to use your cab block and whatnot. But this is basically mainly for using an amp, but it would translate to other styles of presets, and you could even put it in snapshot mode, whatever you like. But yeah, never fear. You can use that block. You have 4 more. Now you have your 4 user blocks at your disposal. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you like this video. More presets are coming. If you like the video, hit that thumbs up button. Give it a click on that. Drop a comment below. Let me know how the channel's doing for you. If there's any content you want to see, any kind of style of presets, or any how-tos or functionality videos, I try my best to. I do read all the comments, and I try my best to take those into account and do presets or videos for them, as best I can, and as time allows. Okay, but thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate all the views, all the viewers, returning viewers, new subscribers. Thanks so much, and we'll catch you in the next video.